What do you do with your time outside of your 9 to 5? For many of us, that's going to be something very unproductive. Staying in bed, doom scrolling, you know how it is. But I want to tell y'all that the time outside of your 9 to 5 or what you're spending your time on can be one of the major factors of building something that will make you successful in the future. We have a few hours outside of each day that are actually, you know, our time that we can spend to actually do stuff because while we're at our job, we're just trying to get paid, we're just trying to get our check. And that's usually money that is only enough or useful to, cover our bills, maybe have a little bit of fun money here and there. But it's not money that for most of us allows us to continuously build wealth in the future. So what really matters is what are we doing with our time after this 9 to 5? Once our bills are paid, once we're okay and living a normal life, you know, how can we go from that to building something that's going to be really wealthy in the future? So, we have only a few short hours each day. For most of us it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then maybe a little bit of 10 p.m. before we have to go to bed and wake up the next day. And that's saying that we get enough sleep. That's saying that we're able to get, six, not six, like 8 to 9 hours of sleep a night. Um, so assuming that we're able to get that much sleep, what are we doing with our time outside of work to build something in the future? You know, for me, that's going to be trying to build content. We're trying to build this platform again, spending time on the channel. But, there's always something out there that we could spend our time on that can hopefully build something in the future. So I invite you to start thinking of something that you can start building, something that you can call, your own and something that will benefit you in the future. Start working on skills, start spending these hours outside of your job towards building something for yourself in the future. Because I feel like these are the hours that really are going to make someone wealthy. Like these are the hours spent that make people wealthy. If you think of, most of these really famous YouTubers, they all started working, or most of them, not all, I'm not here just yapping, but most of them started working regular jobs. And then from there, they had something that they were passionate about. And they started making content. They started just talking about it. And eventually it just started building up, slowly and slowly. For some, it takes only a few videos. For some, it takes a lot more. But eventually it starts snowballing, it starts building. And they're able to build something that provides a source of income for themselves, provides something very nice. So I'm just talking about content creation because that's something that I've seen a lot. But I'm sure there's so many different routes out there that can take you to that. But we have to spend this time after our bills get paid to actually build something that will make us wealthy in the future. So, I invite you to start thinking about something that can do that for you. What can you spend your time on to build something for the future? So I kind of just want to come in here, yap a little bit about that today. I just got off work. I'm working 10-hour shifts. So I work 4 days a week, 10 hours. And that helps get everything paid for, everything. And I'm fine after that. I'm able to get paid enough to where I'm living a normal and nice lifestyle. But like, this time that's being spent outside of it, that's what I'm trying to do to hopefully take myself to the next level, my family to the next level. So it really depends on what you're spending this time on that can I guess really make you into something great in a sense. So I don't know, just want to talk a little bit about that, but it's very important to use this time wisely. I think for many of us it's just going to be video games and doom scrolling, and that definitely is something that I've been doing for the past few years. I've spent all this time when I could have been spending this time building something. So I'm hoping I can stay consistent with this channel and keep uploading, but we'll see, man. So I'm gonna be telling myself that to stay consistent, but I need to spend this time outside of this internship that I'm working this summer to actually build this on the side. And it's definitely gonna be something I'm gonna be trying really hard for. So if y'all did enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe, and spend the time outside of your 9 to 5 creating something or mastering a skill that will create revenue for you in the future. Peace out.